Why are we making electric cars? Why does it matter? It's because it's very important to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport.
Just a couple of days ago, Elon Musk made an announcement that got everyone talking. He hinted at something huge on the way, something that could completely shake up the EV world. And yep, it's all about Tesla again. While many thought Tesla had already reached its peak, turns out they were working behind closed doors to create an engine like the world has never seen. How fast is this engine, and how will it transform the entire EV industry? Join us as we take a look at the mind-blowing innovation of the century, Elon Musk's role in Tesla's transformation. Before we fully go into context, did you know that over 10 million units of EVs have been sold globally for the year 2024? It's true. Apparently, while a whole lot of people seem to be adopting EVs lately, Tesla has proven itself to be the best top contender in the race to revolutionize the automobile industry, all thanks to the adoption of advanced technology and cutting-edge designs. The company has been able to make a global statement, driving the interests of people from over 50 countries globally. These interests and rapid adoption of Tesla EVs are what have led to the realization that they have become the most trustworthy electric vehicle brand in the industry. Right when we thought that Tesla had reached its peak in the manufacturing of EVs, they shocked the world and redefined the narrative, saying that there is still more to expect. This became clear in a recent product story where billionaire and CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, unveiled a revolutionary new engine designed for the next generation of Tesla cars bound to hit the roads in the coming years. It gets even more thrilling. This engine is like nothing you have ever seen before. Once again, it seems like under Musk's leadership, Tesla continues to challenge the impossible. While it's still hard to say what the future with Tesla EVs dominating the roads looks like, we can definitely say we are already being ushered into a futuristic era. As exciting as that sounds, how did Tesla get to this point? Well, in case you didn't know, their origin dates back to 2003, when the vision of creating electric vehicles seemed almost impossible. At the time, only a few countries dared imagine the possibility of EVs taking over, let alone individual brands. But here we are today. Unlike what many people believe, Elon Musk isn't the founder of Tesla. It was founded by engineers Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, who sought a way for EVs to outdo gasoline-powered vehicles. Considering the availability of parts and equipment at the time, the duo were doing quite well. However, things really started to look bright when Elon Musk came on board in 2004. At the time, Elon was looking for establishments to invest in, and Tesla stood out as one of those promising brands. Upon investing, he ended up becoming the top investor in Tesla. This was how he was able to get the largest shares of the company and how he became the chairman of the board. Thanks to the money Elon Musk put into making his dream a reality, Tesla scored its first big win in 2008 with the launch of a high-performance electric car called the Roadster. It was a bold move that put the company on the map. But even after that big leap, the original founders didn't last long. That same year, after both Eberhard and Tarpenning stepped down from the scene, Elon Musk took over the reins of Tesla completely with the aim of reshaping the automotive industry. And if you've been following Tesla lately, you'll probably agree, he's done a pretty good job. Under his leadership, Tesla has grown from a luxury car startup into a full-fledged mass-market automaker. And given the speed at which things are moving, it seems like the sky's the limit for the company. Now, let's talk about how far Tesla has come. Sure, the Roadster was a big deal, but it wasn't exactly their crown jewel. Things really started to heat up when Tesla launched the Model S in 2012. It was a stunning and extremely impressive car that grabbed people's attention. That success paved the way for the launch of the Model 3 and, in 2017, the high-performance Model S Plaid. These cars weren't just great. They achieved huge commercial success and really stunned the world. But if there's one model that really launched Tesla into EV superstardom, it's the Cybertruck. For a truck, it does a lot more than just haul stuff. Its incredible power, autopilot features, and next-level technology make it stand out compared to other electric vehicles. After Tesla blew up like that, you'd think they'd keep their technology protected like a state secret. But no, Elon Musk flipped the script. Instead of locking everything down, he opened up Tesla's patents so anyone could use them without getting sued. Talk about changing things. The move wasn't just bold. It was Musk's way of saying it wasn't just about making a profit. He wanted to play a big role in accelerating the electric vehicle revolution and pushing the world toward clean energy. Say whatever you want about his unconventional leadership style, but you have to admit, it works. Speaking of rushing, Elon Musk doesn't seem to know what it means to take a break. He's busy building a massive gigafactory to boost battery production, and the Solar City initiative is said to become a major player in powering Tesla vehicles with clean, renewable energy. And just when you think Tesla can't get any more ambitious, they've introduced a new engine design that could completely transform the auto industry. It's not just new, it's wild, bold, and unlike anything we've ever seen before. So the big question is, how did Tesla do it? And what does this revolutionary engine mean for the future of electric cars? Fasten your seatbelts, because you're about to dive into some amazing engineering genius. Trust us, it only gets more exciting from here. The engine that caught the EV industry completely off guard. When you compare today's electric vehicles to those from just a few years ago, it's clear that a lot has changed in how they look. Now they sport sleek, futuristic designs that easily outshine traditional gasoline cars in the automotive world. On top of that, they are much faster than the older models. Ever wondered why? If you have, it's all down to the engine. Sure, they look way cooler than before, but the biggest changes actually happened inside those EV engines. In fact, early EV motors from the late 19th and early 20th centuries used simple, direct current setups with limited range and power. These engines were basic, but marked the beginning of the shift from fossil fuels to cleaner energy. However, they didn't make a huge impact at the time, since internal combustion engines ruled the roads. When EV engines started getting modern upgrades in the late 20th century, Tesla pushed the boundaries with advancements in alternating current induction motors. The arrival of smart inverters made AC motors smaller, stronger, and more efficient. Thanks to innovations like regenerative braking, these engines could save energy and change how power was used in the vehicle. Pretty amazing, right? Today, EV engines are truly next level, featuring breakthrough tech like permanent magnet synchronous motors, PMSMs, and advanced axial flux motors. These PMSMs are what many companies rely on to deliver the powerful torque and efficiency EVs need to speed along the roads. Over time, while these modern engines have become more reliable, Tesla has raised the bar even higher with a new engine design featuring a plaid carbon-wrapped rotor. This shows how Tesla is pushing beyond the limits of older engines. Designed for future Tesla models, this engine proves the company is serious about speed and efficiency in its EV manufacturing. You might be wondering, what difference does this new engine actually make? The key innovation is the use of carbon fiber reinforcement in the rotor. This upgrade has boosted both durability and overall performance. Traditionally, rotors and electric motors use metals like copper and steel, which work well but struggle with thermal and mechanical stress at very high speeds. Tesla's carbon-wrapped rotor solves these issues by adding a tough carbon fiber sleeve around the rotor, improving strength and endurance. Still, you have to know that this carbon fiber wrapping is not just a protective layer. It serves as a critical component that enables the rotor to withstand the extreme centrifugal forces generated at the industry during production. If you think the whole thing about this rotor ends there, you are mistaken. The lightweight nature of the carbon fiber is so light that it almost halves the overall mass of the motor, making it easy for one person to lift. This lightweight nature is bound to help cars achieve more rapid acceleration, one we can already see in the Tesla's Plaid vehicles that have adopted the engine. Additionally, the carbon fiber sleeve contracts tightly as it cools. This preloads the rotor and allows it to maintain its structural integrity during intense operation. The end result of this engineering precision is peak performance delivery of the EVs without sacrificing efficiency or durability in any way. As a matter of fact, the Plaid carbon-wrapped rotor allows the motor to reach rotational speeds that exceed 20,000 revolutions per minute, a figure that is quite rare for brands in the EV industry. This high-speed ability is pretty much the same thing you can expect with the acceleration of the vehicles. Just to tell you how crazy these numbers are, the Tesla Model S Plaid, which makes use of this engine, can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. How many electric vehicles do you think can go that fast? Except for the Lucid Air Sapphire model by Lucid Motors, there's none other. This goes to show the rarity of the engine's performance. Beyond raw speed, the motor's efficiency also ensures that the vehicle covers a longer range without consuming so much energy. This cancels people's reluctance to buy EVs due to the constant search for energy. With this particular engine, you can say it's a new dawn for the EV industry. However, the problem is that achieving this level of craftsmanship by integrating carbon into a rotor is very tricky. Carbon fiber and metals like copper and steel have different thermal expansion rates. What this means is that they expand and contract at different rates under heat. Hence, to ensure that the carbon fiber sleeve stays fastened under the high heat and stress operation of the engine, meticulous material engineering and testing must be carried out. That's not all. Tesla's engineering team also had to devise a new method for applying carbon fiber wrapping with extreme precision. Thanks to the aid of machine learning and advanced robotics, this application zeroes out any errors during the wrapping process, ensuring that the integrity of the rotor is not compromised. Looking at the state of things, there's no doubt that the introduction of the Plaid carbon-wrapped rotor is about to cause a shift in the industry. Thanks to Musk's open-source patent decision, other brands can start producing way more carbon-wrapped rotors if they are able to figure out the engineering ingenuity behind them. When they do, there's a chance that there will be more affordable models of EVs in the market. In truth, the vision isn't far-fetched. It's way closer than you can ever imagine. And with Elon Musk at the forefront of it all, best believe that we are in for a surprise. During the unveiling of the engine, the man even gave us a few words of assurance himself. In his words, he perceived the engine to be a leap into the future, challenging the very foundations of what we thought was possible. This strong conviction is what made him tout the new motor as a game changer. While addressing the crowd, Musk said, "Imagine a motor capable of delivering 20% more efficiency while reducing size and weight by a third." This statement was a summary of all the capabilities of the engine. While at it, he might have also bragged a little, hoping that the other EV brands would be able to scramble and catch up as soon as possible. Then again, who wouldn't? Of course, during the unveiling, people wondered if it would be possible to mass-produce such a complicatedly designed engine. However, Musk was able to address these doubts head-on, saying that Tesla, alongside the integrated gigafactories, was bound to make it happen. But Musk didn't stop there. He also speculated on the motor's broader implications. He believes that it could pave the way for innovations in industries beyond automotive, from aviation to renewable energy. It's hard to see how that might be the case, but it's not a possibility that can be ruled off. By the time Musk was done with his speech, his claims had already sent shockwaves all across the EV industry. For competitors, it wasn't just a wake-up call, it was a challenge, one they were more than willing to take. Still, the benchmark is quite high, with a whole lot of uncertainties. It begs the question, how much of a leap has the Plaid motor truly achieved over its rivals? For a fact, at this moment, when compared to the current benchmarks in the EV market, the only competitors that could stand up against the Tesla Model S Plaid are the Rivian R1T and Lucid Air. However, the problem is that even though these brands are quite fast, they can't compare with Tesla in terms of long-range efficiency. This is majorly why the Plaid motor stands out. So basically, unless these other brands are able to find a way to ensure lower energy consumption while still maintaining maximum power output, they might not ever be able to beat Tesla in the game. When all is considered, this is particularly significant for popular models from manufacturers like Ford and GM, which are still facing the issue of range anxiety, where the battery may not last long enough on a single charge. This gives them a chance to fix the limitations they face in their EVs by optimizing the Plaid motor's efficiency. Tesla can push the boundaries of how far an electric car can go on a single charge, offering longer driving distances without compromising on power. So can they as well. That being said, there are a few things involved. If this technology proves to be scalable, it could influence the broader EV industry, compelling other manufacturers to adapt. On the other hand, if any brand, by chance, should lag behind in the industry, they might have no choice but to shut down their EV workshops in due time. As time progresses, we are looking at the integration of carbon fiber technology into electric motors becoming a standard across the industry. Heck, in due time, because of the expected better sustained performance, we might even see electric vehicles on the racing tracks. Now, wouldn't that be spectacular? If that should happen, it would be all because of Elon Musk, Tesla, and their daring determination to push the boundaries to attain the extraordinary. With the engineers at Tesla still working on the complete perfection of the engine by refining and optimizing the powertrain, it seems like a new model of the Roadster is what's going to usher in a new era. Mind you, the base performance figures of the Plaid motor are already down. It's just about realizing the vision in a newer model. What better design should be used than the Roadster? If the carbon-wrapped fiber rotor is properly integrated into the new Roadster model, the performance of the vehicle is expected to be mind-blowing. We are talking speed, power, and efficiency all in one. The perfect hypercar like none other the EV industry has ever seen. Can you imagine what that means? It means that the Roadster would rival traditional internal combustion-powered hypercars like the Bugatti Chiron and the Koenigsegg Jesko, which have set benchmarks for top speed in the supercar world. While we're at it, let's not forget about how easy it is to handle Tesla cars while driving. For a fact, the steering of Tesla vehicles is one of the best out there. So, coupled with that, we can only expect a fast, road-dominating masterpiece with the ability to channel the immense power of the plaid motor to all four wheels. The Roadster will likely offer unprecedented traction and control, making it a thrilling driving experience, both on the track and on the open road. The question is, will these iconic brands be able to make the moves on time and start converting their car models into EVs? Thinking about it, we have to admit that it's a pretty much daunting suggestion, but it's simply what it is. So, don't be surprised in the future when you start seeing your favorite sports cars with internal combustion engines as they become vintage vehicles, while Tesla continues to push and break the limits of tech and the performance of EVs. That being said, there is a high likelihood that Tesla might face potential legal and regulatory challenges in the future. Why? Well, it's only logical because their vehicles are cancelling out speed restrictions. Even though it's pretty cool to cut through the air in one of those fast cars, you have to admit it isn't quite safe with other motorists on the road, nor is it safe for pedestrians. Furthermore, the broader adoption of Tesla's advancements, such as the plaid motor, may require regulatory bodies to rethink emissions, testing frameworks, insurance structures, and even infrastructure planning. That being said, the company doesn't really have a choice but to collaborate with policymakers while maintaining its innovative edge in the industry. As it stands, one thing that the company is bound to expect is a whole lot of paperwork. However, we don't think it's anything that Elon Musk can't handle. From time unending, Elon has proven that he has all it takes to make a difference in any industry he ventures into. So it might prove to be a regular Monday in the office as Tesla continues its quest to revolutionize the automotive landscape. Under the guidance of Elon Musk, we can rest assured that the automotive industry is in good hands. Fingers crossed as we watch the company drive us into a greener, yet faster, futuristic era where EVs rule the roads. What do you think about Tesla's new engine? Do you think it has what it takes to redefine the standard of electric vehicles in the automotive industry for good? We'd love for you to share your opinion in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, click the next video shown on your screen. You'll enjoy it.